Good day. My name is Peter Fagan. I'm a resident here in Rutland City, and I've been a representative in the past. But today I'm here to introduce Chris Howland, who is running to represent us, represent me as a matter of fact, is what he's running for, in Rutland 4. So without further ado, Chris, please introduce yourself.
My name is Christopher Howland. I'm a candidate for Rutland 4 in the State House of Representatives. It's a combined district between Rutland City and Rutland Town due to the population change. If you live in the city, you'll vote at the Godnick Center. If you live at the town, you'll vote at either the town school or the town hall.
Very good. And Chris, so tell us a little bit about where you lived, where you grew up, that kind of thing.
I grew up in Rutland City on High Street.
Oh, my neighbor.
Yes. And I attended the Rutland public school system, graduated from high school, went on to VTC, did a stint in the National Guard in Vermont, and went to work in Boston. I returned in 1988 to work for Central Vermont Public Service, Green Mountain Power, and I retired in 2017.
Chris, thank you for your service to our country. Chris, so tell us about why you're running.
One of the major issues, or the major issue, is affordability in Vermont. One of the first items coming down the pike is this Clean Heat Standards Act. This is going to add a minimum of $1.21 to every gallon of fuel oil or fuel that heats Vermont's homes. My opponent openly supports this add to the cost of the Vermonter.
So Chris, I have privy to the Public Utility Commission's draft report. I've heard about it, and they are saying at least $1.21 a gallon. That's $1,000 for my household. So are people telling you that they have that money? Where are they going to find it?
People don't have that money, and what our constituents don't want to be forced into the decision of heat or eat. And this is very, very important. There are other payroll costs that have come down the pike, and there's a constant pressure to increase revenue from the state, and we just can't afford any increases in any means. Other issues at hand are education funding and education quality. Last year, we had a single buy down or I call it funny money, to buy down the property tax. They took some one-time funds and they bought the rate down. And that's not going to continue. If we don't have a change, we're going to take and see increases. Another issue that we have here is public safety. The drug issue, the drug dealers need to be prosecuted in a manner which is legal, and we need to get this off the streets. Those people who are dependent on public services, the needy, we need to support them also. We need to get our housing moved from transitional housing to intermediate housing. We need to have places for employees to live. We need to have places for employees to be employed. We need to attract business to the Rutland area.
So Chris, it sounds like you've really been listening to your potential constituents. Is that where you've gotten this information from?
I've been standing on the street corners, I've been knocking on doors, and the common issue of when I ask my constituents what their concerns, they all seem to have the common issue of costs.
So Chris, that perfectly leads into what I want to ask next, is if you have the ability to speak to potential constituents, which you do right now, what would you want them to know?
I want the constituents to know that I will represent their concerns in Montpelier. As we move forward, controlling costs, controlling expenditures, we need to nip things in the butt so that Vermont can get back to a growing economy and Rutland a growing region. We have many resources here in the area, and I want to make sure that people know that I'm a ear that will listen to their concerns and take that to Montpelier. Not everybody's going to win, but we don't need to lose.
Chris, thank you very much. I look forward to voting on the 5th of November, and I know that you want everyone to get out there and vote as well.
I want to thank PEGTV for their opportunity to present my concerns or what I'm hearing from my constituents, and we just need to move forward to bring Rutland back together again.
Thank you, Chris. And everyone, thank you. Have a good day.